week so far. Sitting in the middle of the week now, popping up, making an unusual little run for that yearly key level. Still looking to see if we break 500 to go higher. We'll see if we close now above this 333 on the hourly. We stay above yesterday's little cluster of data points. This was yesterday's midnight open, midnight range, first fair value gap, 830. They're all sitting right in that little cluster there. This was today's. So we'll see if we end up staying closed up in the next hour or so above that 333 level. 334-ish. And run higher. Then we're going to get for that 500 level. If we close above 500, then I'm definitely going bullish. So let's have a look at the hourly here. Today's 3 a.m. All right, let me see what we got here. So we got that 15-minute fair value gap above us is the premium box. We ran through that. No bodies closing above it yet. I do like that box. I don't see anything else up there. I suppose you got one more here. Let's put a box right there. That right there is the next upside box. And we will see, we're in the macro time right now, so see any chance for a change here. All I got's here. Finish putting all this stuff on. Mm. We've closed above that 15 now. Try and get rid of that indicator there. Let's get our make sure I'm on the our show is on. Be yakking away here without a live show. There we are. Good morning, Hadid. Vitali, good morning. I was bullish, but no entry so far. Well, there was a nice little entry off the top there for a continuation model. But I don't even know if that touch is pretty close. The high on that candle is 67.75. Low on that candle is 68.75. So one tick too short. One tick. When it came back and tagged, that would have been nice. This is institutional order flow entry drill. Oh, that's the A level. This was B level. That's a C level trade. Fair value gap above a high. That's the continuation model. That would have been model 4. And reaching for the next daily objective, I guess. Oh yeah, that's the we're inside that yearly level. Yes, did take previous day's high. Just waiting to see if we close above that 500 level now. But that's, we got another hour for that to happen. This could be just the end of this price leg. Yeah, that's 442 to 472. So we're right in the bottom of that right now, that hourly. And we're inside the next 3 AM box. I guess my next target's going to be 468. 468, 510, and then 515, I guess. It's just jumping around like that. That's going to be a bit too annoying. Yeah, I don't know why that's jumping around like that. Let's just put a different mouse on there and it's still jumping around. So not quite sure why that's doing that. Good morning, Derek. Good work, Derek. Good work. How come I can't get anything working here? Gee, if I could just restrain myself to these types of trades, it would be amazing. I have no idea why my mouse is jumping all over the place like this. Put it down here so it's not twitching and driving me nuts right now. That hourly is there. To there. Now it stopped. All right. Morning, Hans. I don't watch any of those numbers stuff, so I wouldn't know, Derek. I wouldn't know. Morning, Abs. Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of the make or break level for me is the 500 level there. Waiting for a retest of this, really. Wait for market structure shift. First model 3-4 here for breaking this little market structure. Or get a retest of this for a run inside here. So far, our 3 a.m. Our 3 a.m. indicator is performing well. There's just some minor things that we're working on. I'm working on now. The AI is just tuning up a couple of little things, and then we'll have our little get together this week. I should be done sometime this week. All going well. We should be there. Good morning, Wire. Good morning, good morning. Man, I was just reading all the shooting over there in Vancouver. Yeah, Carla was telling me about that. There was a shooting in one of the Canadian schools here. I haven't, that's all I've heard is just that there was a shooting here. And I don't know the consequences, the outcomes, or I don't know anything that's gone on there just yet. But I tell you, those school shootings, it's sad to see. I watched that one with that Nick somebody or other down in Florida who sent a video saying, oh, there's going to be a shootout tomorrow. I want to take out at least 20 people. Pew, 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 pew. It's going to be great. It's like, what? It was so cold, so callous. It's like, I'm going to go shoot the hell out with people with my AR-47. I was like, holy shit. Some people are just so, yep, I don't care. I'm crazy. I'm going to go kill people. I just don't get it. Um, 1 minute. Super sad, guys. Was in North BC praying for all the kids up there. Man, I don't know anything about it yet, but needless to say, it'll be another senseless tragedy. Morning, Lucas. Yeah, I see the 15-minute as a potential revisit down here. Or if this ends up turning into a graded response above here, then we've just hit this hourly box that you were talking about. we're making a reference to, Hadi. See how we've kind of swept this high here, just a little tick above the high, and we're inside this premium box. And we've hit that already, and we're getting a reaction off of it. So I want to know if we see a reversal. So I'm just looking at a higher time frame to confirm, do we have at the lower time frames the change in direction and confirmation that we're moving away from that. So on a 15-minute chart, we come back, we're inside these wicks already. So looking at 407, and see how 407 acts right there, which is the middle of this fair value gap. So if we find support off there and start getting back through this candle, then yeah, I'm back to going long again. But until then, I've got to turn right here on a 5-minute chart. I won't have it till I break through here. So that'll be a 1, a 5, and then 15 minutes obviously won't be until we get way down here. So, which would be a break in structure for this. And then come back and revisit this and go lower. So they're all unfolding on a turn right now. So until this breaks back through here, and we're just internal range liquidity hunt. That's why I pulled this. You see me pull that fib earlier to see where 50% was, which is what we're banging off of here now. So all I'm looking for is just a confirmation that that's a turning point on a higher time frame hourly, running out all this liquidity and looking for a turn. That's all I'm doing. So, and that 4 hour, and we've now run out all the liquidity from the previous day. We're right in the middle of the 4 hour mean threshold. We're right in the key. This is right smack in the key level on the yearly. And now I'm seeing a reversal. So that's what I'm looking for. There's an opportunity to catch this, or wait for here, or wait for a market structure shift. So that's my logic. If you've got different logic, go with your logic, man. Yeah, unfinished. It's got to, in order for me to get this unfinished business you talk about, then it's got to follow the change, the trend. It's got to turn. Otherwise, there's tons of stuff out there it could do, but until it breaks key levels for me, then I'm not in that direction. So unless you got a key level that's broken, that's forcing that unfinished business comment, Hadi, then point it out to me, because I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it until I see it. And it won't be until I see this broken again and we start getting through this hourly, then I'd say there's more unfinished business there. But right now we're hitting an upper level that's key, and we're seeing a turn. And I'm about to see if this turns, and then if that breaks, then we're looking for a run deeper into the 5-minute. And if we take out the 5-minute change in direction, I'll have one here, I'll have one here, and then all we need is the 15-minute confirmation, and there's no more upside for the time being. That's all I'm doing. Stay bullish, man. Stay bullish. Stay with your convictions. I am bearish inside here for now. I have nothing to trade off of here. We did not get back to a level for me to key off of, so I have to wait for this. So I get no run on liquidity here. And we've hit 50% already. So if you're bullish, you want to see it get back through here, find support at that, take this candle out, give me a little fair value gap above here with a graded response, and then break through that, and then I'm on board with you. I'm on the bus with you, Hadi. But until then, I'm bearish inside here, and then undecided until we break that or that. You gotta have your levels. For me, if you're calling bullish or bearish, you gotta have a reason for calling your bullish or bearish. Give me your key level that's holding you bullish or you're bearish. If you got a good narrative, then hey man, I'm all for it. If we're just calling opposites to each other, then one of us is going to be right. Give me your narrative. Why? Why are you bullish? Where are you bullish from? Where does it break? Where does it fail for you? Where's the fail safe from your bullish to bearishness again? I don't want to marry an idea of going lower, but I'm still bearish until that 500 level gets taken. Yeah, we're coming right back into the new day opening gap here on the 5-minute. We're still bullish on the 5-minute. Like I said, we still haven't broken through here. So all I've got right now to tell me that this key level we're looking at on the hourly is this little turn. That's it. That doesn't say, that doesn't negate any bullishness. I'm just saying right now I am bearish inside this range. That's it. Overall, I am not bearish. I still want to be bearish overall because my 4-hour hasn't been broken. And I've hit key level again on my 4-hour and I'm seeing a turn here. So all I'm saying is we are bearish inside this range. We could go bullish, but we're not until we see this get broken to the upside. And I'm more bearish if we break this because now I start moving into a potential 5-minute change in direction. Then I'm bearish inside a 5-minute until we get that 5-minute broken down here. Then I have a market structure shift on a 1-minute and a 5-minute. And then all we need is the 15-minute to follow suit. And that key level we were looking at on the hourly was the turn. Because if you don't see that that's a potential turn point, and you see the turn, you confirm the turn here, you give up on the idea of, you marry the idea of going long, and it just keeps coming back against you, having totally ignored the turn. And to me, you gotta watch the turn. I'm not saying it's going to come all the way back down here, but right now there's a start. There's a confirmation. There's a confirmation. There's a more stronger confirmation, stronger, and then you decide where you're going to get in. But right now, I see a turn at a key level. That's it. That's all I see. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to dispute your long, Hadi. I'm just saying right now, I don't see that. I can't say that there's going to be higher prices when I see a key level showing a turn already. I don't know, it's only on a 1-minute. I want to see a market structure shift to give me a little bit more confidence with that, and that will put us closer to a 5-minute structure break as well. So that's all I'm saying. It's just there's a small turn here right now, and we'll see how it goes. If we can get back through here, I'm on the bus with you, Hadi. I'm cheering, clinging beer bottles and cheering with you, man, on the way for a run higher. But it's got to get through here. I got to follow my rules. I got to follow my idea of where it turns. That's all. If I start throwing the baby out with the bathwater, then it throws my whole philosophy out the window. And I don't want to do that. So. So we got right to 50% of that range. So if I pull my fib tool again, you'll see that as long as we dip into that 50% level, right there, see how we just wicked below it? That's good. Now we start to run back through here. Then I'm on board with you guys going higher. The bull trap sitting right there, so give us a little pop up above that, and the bull trap doesn't hold, and then we can all cheer the upward direction. And then I want to see us break that 500 level. NQ hit previous day's high, ES did not. So what you're saying is you aren't sure the bus has changed its sign yet, so you aren't getting on until the next stop. Yeah. I'm doing what we used to do back in Manitoba. I'm bumper shining. I'm holding onto the back of the bus and it's dragging me all over the place, and I won't get on the bus until I see something. I let go of the bumper, run around to the front and get on the bus. It's dragging me around the Unicity parking lot right now. Over at the mall, all the kids are attached to the back of the bus with their little plastic cowboy boots on, bumper shining the back of this bus. That's what we used to do when I was a kid. I had my plastic cowboy boots. They were super slippery, man. I used to wear those things. They had a lining on the inside, and I used to wear them for bumper shining. They were so slippery. So you hold on the back of the bumper of the bus, and the roads were just all full of snow and ice, so you just skiing behind the back of the bus holding onto the bumper. Oh, the good old days. So a little high taken. We've broken above it. Come back, give it a little kiss here, and then send it higher. Now I want to see us get back above that level and take this candle out here. Or they ring the bell and it stops. Yeah, it drops. We got 2 minutes to see what happens here. This can either drive it straight up, at which point I'm looking at 510 and then 515 or 517, whatever that high is there, 516. And then we'll see if it closes up there. We have 31 minutes left to see what happens. Now we're above it. You see that? Now we're bullish. Right there. Now we're going to wait to see if this bull trap lets go. We have a small SIBI here to confirm, and then a continuation through that 1 hour fair value gap that's sitting up here. That premium level. And we have 1 more minute to go, 26 seconds. Ding, ding. Let's see what happens. Let's do the big Judas swing lower and then run it up higher. Or Judas swing higher and then slam it down. What are we going to have, man? What are we going to have? Up, down, up, down. That takes out the high. tap. Now you want to see that continue going higher. If it trades back through this level, there's a small little structure break. That hourly again, there's the retest of the high. Send it. Keep going higher now. Come on, if you're sensitive, let's go, let's go, let's go. 467 is right on the top. What is the top of my level there? $477. That's a key level on the yearly. Or on this year, I should say. Morning, Mark. There's the retest. Now I just want to see if there's a market structure shift. a retest of this low here. Let's see if we roll over here and come back down again. Good. And let's see if we break this one more time with a close this time, not just some wicks. That's good. Now come back and test it. If she's super aggressive, she's going to rip right through all of this. But I'd like to see it come back and just give it a little test here. Right there. I'll go short right there. I'm just going to put one back up above here. That'll be a change in direction if that takes me out there. And I'm just looking for this breaker to hold price now. That's my logic. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then the next thing you want to see is this downside get taken as well. I've broken that low. I didn't have anything to take off there when I got one on there. So it's getting really close to my, I'm going to wait till we break this out now. So I'll take the $100 and wait here. Because I'm inside this range and have maxed out that internal range liquidity. So stick to your rules. When that's done, watch this get taken. Then you can get back on board for a continuation lower. It's simply following the rules, you guys. That's the whole point about why I was short here. Then I was long. Takes out the high. Still inside that hourly area we talked about. Reversal. Retest. Take out the low. Retest the low. And then go lower. Take this out. Retest that level. Go lower. That's just following the rules, man. That commitment to higher stuff, follow the rules. The rules say no. Until now, until we see this, then no. You're not going to see it go higher. And when you do see it go higher, where's my target? It's the very first high. And we're still inside that hourly. So we could still go there, but right now we're showing bearishness. So until we break that out there, I'm bearish. We take this guy out on the upside again. I'm looking for this to get reused from above to go higher. Just stay on the horse. That's all it is. We're back to the previous day's open. This is today's open. That's yesterday's open. And we're right inside all that data stuff again we had from yesterday, that big cluster of data points. There's another retest of that breaker. And you see how we've just come back into this 15-minute. We've retested the high here again. Now send it higher. If you're bullish on a 15-minute level, that's what you want to see, a retest and leave. Now you're looking for confirmation on the lower time frames for that to be the level that you want to see sensitivity at. So if I'm looking here, I'm looking for the 1 minute to confirm that that's the low, that's the target that I'm looking for now. I'm looking for a reversal. I want to send this higher, right? You can get excited about that, then wait and say, what do I need to see here that's going to confirm that that was the low? What do I need to see on the lower time frames? What do I need to see on the higher time frame? Well, the 5 minute below that is right here. That's showing me it's a change in direction already. So we're deep inside this range. That has to break for me to go below. So I'm thinking right there at that consequent encroachment or the mean threshold of that candle, I want to see it hold. It has. That's hit there. That's holding. Now that's your upside objective. So on a 5 minute chart, for you to confirm that that's going higher, you need to see this break to the upside, which is also this mean threshold or big bull trap needs now to get broken to the upside to continue going higher. It's just stay on the horse and look for confirmation of these key higher time frame levels to get hit, and look for the lower time frames to support your potential for a turn. That's all it is staying on the horse. That's the basic rule of higher time frame confirmation on the lower time frame. Is that the turning point? Does that make sense? Yes, no? So we've got a higher time frame hourly that's found support, a 1 minute to change direction, then change direction again. So for here, we hit the first time hourly, second time hourly, through that, take out the low, hit another 15-minute lower one, hit that, went lower, and now we're looking for another confirmation that if we close below here, now I've got a 15-minute turn, I got a 5-minute turn, I got a 1 minute market structure shift, and that is the temporary high for now. Then you got to say to yourself, if we're hit here, what am I looking for next? Then I just go like this. I just say, I'm going to take my fib tool from here to here, and I'm going to say, what's 50%? And we've hit 50% right there. So if this holds, if we get a close below here, and that fair value gap now becomes the key to run lower, what am I targeting? Well, 62%, 70% off-turn trade entry. What does that put us at down here? That probably puts you around 70%, puts you right back into this old bull trap here. 75 puts you right near this one, or 78, 79% retracement puts you back into these equal highs, that kind of thing. But we don't have a close below a 15-minute yet. We've just had a tag off that level. So the 1 minute right now, you're looking for confirmation to go higher. So for me, you have to break that on a 1 minute chart and then say, now let's close back above that level, use it as support, tap it and go. Because as a graded response, it failed. Well, it hasn't failed. It wicked all the way through it, which is not nice. But so far, we have not closed below that level. The wick through, some nasty damage, but we haven't had a close through the 15-minute, so you're still bullish. Break this on the upside, and you can get back into a bullish run again. And if it's not acting the way you want it to act, then, or you're only quickly hunting internal range liquidity, do it quick, get out and wait till you see confirmation on these higher time frames that they're all starting to support each other for a big turn. Like if this is the big turn in the market right there, then we want to see that on a 15, on a 5, on a 1, all of that kind of unfolding and saying, all right, that's good. Now I've got a 15, and 15 minute may be your confirmation that I'm on the wrong side of this. Me, if I'm riding the horse here, there's the mean threshold of that candle. That's the bull trap. Is it going to hold? Is it just screwing with people, constantly going up and slamming back down against you? What key level am I looking for it to hold you back on? That big ass bull trap right there. Or breaker. And now we're back through. See how we've gone through the 15? Now we're back through it again. That is not clean price action. That's not clean at all. And right now, you've turned on an hourly, on a 1 minute, on a 5 minute you've turned. And now you want to see this get taken on the downside and that structure to break for you to go bearish. And you need to see that 15-minute close right there at 367. And then 1 minute, well, you see what happens on the 1 minute. We're back up inside this range. There's nothing to really bounce off of here except right there. We have the first up close candle. We traded above it. You tagged it. You went inside this range to internal range liquidity hunt. If you're really ballsy and you said, you know what, I'm just going to hunt internal range liquidity, that's more of an advanced way of doing it. There's no SIBI here, but you take this first bull candle, you trade through it on a close, you come back, you tag it, you hit 50%, 62%, 70%, you're done. Because it comes back and takes you out on the next candle. Oh, it reaches up to 60% here, or 70%, 75%, then came back and tagged you out. And you had the optimum trade entry reversal off that candle there. So that's being super confident about your candles though, but that's not our typical trade we take. Yeah, we need speed. We need something going on here one way or another, because I can argue both directions right now. I'm 51% bearish over bullish because I've got confirmation on a 1 minute. I've got a confirmation on a 5 minute now. All I need is a confirmation on the 15 minute and a much more aggressive bearishly. Russell selling off pretty good. This is it. That's what you notice. You want to see Citigroup now come back into this level and send that higher. If we start ripping back through here, you're inside this range here right now. You've got this big bear trap. We're already through the bull trap. We have not closed above it yet though. We've just got a wick above the high. So if that rejects off of here and comes back through the mean threshold of that again, you're back to bearishness again. That's where I am as far as I see that. They're all good. Look at that break reversal. US dollar making a run up. Bull trap. Breaks to the upside. We come right back inside the mean threshold of the bull trap. Also in the consequent encroachment of this What the heck was that? Something over here we'd had marked off. I don't even know what that is. It's not marked, but we're right back inside the consequent encroachment of that, send it back higher. So you're looking at 50% of this larger range now. And see where you're sitting at 62%, whatever. That puts pound, euro. This is all good. I need this to go down now because I have to buy some euro dollars this month. Oh, if wheat closes down here below here, watch this breaker here to get used as support to go lower. You just want to see if that closes there in the next, I don't know how many more minutes, next 8 minutes, and comes back, uses this as support. Look for a deeper run back into here for a retest of this old consolidation and this, if you're into commodities at all. Silver, what have we got for silver? We have a market structure shift here, all the way back up inside that, inside this premium box, right up here. Bodies were respecting that. Market structure shift again, come back inside the breaker, roll over, take this out here. Look at that, open close right on it. Send it lower. Takes the low out, that's extension. Come back in, tag this. Or you could see a retest of right. I wouldn't want to see anything get through 84.09 and send that lower. And I'd be targeting down here, getting ready for a nice little, a new setup for longs. Let's see if we get back up into here. We may get, this unfortunately is your go, no go zone. We traded through it. Haven't quite come back and tagged it. You just open and closed right on it right here. So this whole thing is still a go, no go zone. So it's quite a lot of run up. And then you got your bull trap sitting right there. So if you see this guy get closed above, then look for the first one here. And then look for the jump. That's the first finger hold. If you can get on top of that. Wait for this to break on the upside on a 5-minute chart. You get on top of here, you're already back past the 50% of the range, so you have to wait for market structure shift and get up on top of that to go higher. Otherwise, this is just a retracement. And again, it can retrace all the way back into this no-go zone here before rolling over and going lower. That's a nice little short in gold. Really nice little short right there. Takes out the low, comes back, uses the low as support. That's model 3, model 4 right there for an extension or continuation, I should say. Beautiful. Look at that. Just pound all the way through here, all the way down to the discount box. That's a really nice gold short. You got to give a lot of room for oil to move. We haven't seen anybody seen Craig. I haven't seen Craig in like months since last year. Anybody keep in touch with Craig? I don't see him at all anymore. ES refused to go higher. Look at that. Change right back into that old low. That's where the market structure shifts. Come back, test it, and send it lower. This is all chop veil here, but that's a lot cleaner in ES, refusing to go higher. the bodies are respecting this last down close candle. Send it lower, wait for this market structure to shift down here, get a close below that, this candle right here. So the next one that comes back up and retests this, we're going lower. Do you see my point, Hadi? When you stay on the horse, if you follow those rules of looking at those higher time frames, don't commit to the higher stuff until you see your data, your fail safe being confirmed. If you do that, I think if you follow the rules of staying on the horse and don't over project your anticipation of where you think it's going to go, then you can save yourself the aggro of marrying an idea instead of just saying, look, man, I could be either direction right now. I'm this because this is why I see it. Here's exactly why. And that you just find support until you see something changing up on you, man. Don't push yourself past your data points. I see this way too many times. People reach for more data points up way above you, and you go, wait a second, you got to get, in order to get that, you've got to see this break. And if you don't see that and you overcommit to like way up there, then you're missing, and you get frustrated because you skipped the data points. And this is that whole point about staying on the horse. So I hope that kind of just reinforces it. Not that I want to reinforce being right or wrong. I just want to kind of reinforce a strategy for you, Hadi. I don't want this to be like it's not a bragging thing. It's none of that shit. It's just stay on the horse. Follow the philosophy, stay on the horse. You're welcome. And I was in that live for a short, and then I took it out here. And now I look at it and go, I should have stayed in. We took partials off here. Going to let some runners run a bit. So now we've got a 15-minute turn. We got a 5-minute turn. We got a 1-minute market structure shifts. Now I want to see if this holds and we start coming lower. We've got this, there's a lot for this to get through to drive higher. So I just want to see these hold now. That level, this level, this level. They're all like key levels I want to see hold and see that roll over and come lower now. And that 15-minute, you could even run up into tagging that. But if this is really strong now and we really want to see it take off, then my target now on a 15-minute chart would be this old candle and the SIBI. If I'm just going to go box to box trading here, and I'm just going to trade it down into here, that's your 15-minute box to box, or 15-minute. We didn't get this box here, but I'm looking for these lows to get tagged now. And I'm short right off of that, right there on my live account. So I'm looking for that to go lower now. Took partials out here, going short, go to sell some out at 50%, regular trading hour gap. Well, Hans, you're the man on the trading gap, man. Good work. Good work, buddy. Well done. Same scaled out, but got final take profit at data lows. Way to go, Lucas. Well done, well done. Here's another idea for the 9 o'clock, 9:10 turn on Tibbs on the hourly, the 9:10 turn. That's what we're looking for here. So that's another confirmation of looking for a turn at 9 or 10 o'clock. A high or a low tends to form around 9 or 10. So that 500 level did not break. That key yearly range I kept going on about, we just broke the mean threshold of that, or the consequent encroachment of that key level on the yearly. $69.26 is way down there. At least right now, 620, 69.26. Are you talking about ES? This is the original consolidation, right? So this is the market maker buy model, the reversal, sell model, smart money reversal, low risk sell. That's your first level of accumulation, distribution. Second stage accumulation, unicorn. We should see this big freaking drop now. Tear through this and start heading down here. I want to see this really accelerate now and go lower. Like pick up some speed here. I rip through the bottom of this regular trading hour gap for a unicorn trade. If you're unicorn trading it right off of here, first stage accumulation, distribution, second stage accumulation, distribution, breaker, breaker. And that to me is a unicorn. That's my idea of what I think a unicorn is, for what it's worth. So you really want to see it accelerate here, because second stage distribution, you should see a nice little rip through this whole consolidation here. And I'd be targeting down here for my target if I was looking there. Yeah, right there. So you want to see it pop through the regular trading hour gap, and then use this 6 a.m. candle as support, push lower, and I'd be targeting these guys after that. Yes, sir, on ES 6954. 6954 is the target right now for what I see. 6954. Well, you've got this target and this target right here. If you close below 6956, then look for this. This is your go, no go box. That'll be the go, no go zone if we break it. So you want to see it come down, tag that, see what kind of reaction you get off of there. So if you're in a unicorn trade there, and I am, then that level right there is your target, and watch how it acts. Because if you take it out there, here's my rationale for this. I'm not going to overshoot. I don't want to sit here and be a hypocrite and tell you, you know, don't overshoot your PD arrays, because the first one we're looking for is in here, which is what we're hitting right. We just hit it right now, right there. So now you want to see it drive through there, take out the first original consolidation, right there, and then hit the next target. And then we want to use this consolidation as support, CAM Model 1, to continue going lower. So I want to see this get broken, come back inside, find support at it. In other words, you want to see this is also your new no-go zone right there. So you want to see it, tag it and go right there. See that? Tag it and go lower. There's the bottom of the regular trading hour gap. So we might see a level of sensitivity right here. That's a nice little acceleration right off the unicorn. That's a good unicorn trade right there. And we're just coming into that zone now. Beautiful. Send it down, man. Beautiful. Look at that. That's a nice little run from there. We broke the structure on the downside. We came back, retested it right there. Send it lower. There's the 6 a.m. Come on down, man. I missed the market maker sell model on the 5 minute or the 1 minute. Looks like that's where we're going. I could have taken more. I love it. Sweep, then let's see the market react. At least try there. So our ES, have we hit our box? Nice. Now here's our next downside objectives. I'm trying to ride this out on my live account too. So here's your 5 minute. Look at the 5 minute right now. You see how we're breaking through this whole little zone right here? Well, that's 15. 5 minute. Let me give you a 5 minute here. 5 minutes. See how that downside box to box trade? That our first original entry hit here. Get short. Box to box. There's a nice 5 minute trade right there. And now I want to see this new no-go zone. Hold price right there. Send it. Just keep ripping it through here now. I'm looking for a delicious rundown now. Come on. Smash right through that whole 041 level. $0.41. Let's go. I should have put that trade on in here as well. But I'm in right off of here for a short. Originally, I got in short here off this one and got out in this mess here. And now I'm getting in short here and just letting it ride. I think I'm sitting at 25,221. I'm sitting up here for my stop loss above that 6 a.m. candle. We got to close below the no-go zone though on the 5 minute. Institutional order flow entry drill, send it lower. Unless you see some serious speed here. And now I see why you were thinking lower, brother. That's why you have the show and you get big bucks. All I'm trying to show is when you guys are aiming for these higher objectives, watch those higher objectives and then look to say, is that the potential high? And if you see a change in direction here, this was our first hint on the hourly that we had that change in direction. And you go, okay, now I'm bearish. I'm bearish inside this range, like I was mentioning, right? We looked for 50%, we hit 50%, and then all of a sudden we saw it close above it. You go, now I'm bullish. Where am I targeting? I always tell you, aim for the first high you see or the rejection block. boom, we hit the high, and then all of a sudden we came back through that level, and you go, okay, so that was just a run higher. If we break this market structure here or here, then I'm looking for, again, lower, and I want to see this, and then I want to see confirmation over here if that was the hourly high. And once you have those things, then you find that that level that we're looking at was the turn. We're looking at it. Is it the turn? Is it a key level? Yes, it's 9 o'clock, 9:10 turn. It's a high. It's a 15-minute. It's a hourly level. We swept some old highs here. I'm looking for an opportunity for a short. Here's my first vision. Confirmation. Second one. Confirmation. Yes. Retest. Good. Break that? Yes. Do we even get a revisit of that? No. But you saw it all happening up here in these lower time frames to confirm that that was the level we're looking. So if you aim too high, you marry the idea and then you get disappointed, and your stop loss, you tend to stretch your stop loss, still hoping it will get up there. And then it's told you many candles ago that it was on a turn. And whether you acknowledge that or not, that's the whole point about why I try to show you guys stay on the horse. Because when the horse is turning and it flips you off and you were looking at the fence over there, or the pretty girl on the other side of the fence, and the horse just turned and flipped you, you're going to get hammered, right? But learning how to recognize those little turn points. They're key levels. It's really good learning experience if you document that today. If you journal that, you'll catch yourself in a beautiful trade. You'll see this logic, and you just teach yourself to stay on the horse. That's all. That's my philosophy anyway. Again, I'm just trying to push my philosophy. I'm not trying to push anything else, only what I know. And it's working. Back test, or do we see some speed more? Oh yeah, I want to see this just start ripping through here now. I want to see us get back into we're right down here. Look at the hourly chart. Look at the hourly chart. Let me switch over here. Where am I aiming for on an hourly chart? So I want to see it close below here. I want this to be the new no-go zone. You know what I'm saying? This has to turn into the no-go zone. So I want to see it go continuously down and no-go. I don't want to see it go back up again. So it's got to break through here. So the consequent encroachment of this is very sensitive. So just be careful right here. If you haven't already paid yourself, pay yourself there, which is what I'm going to do. Or see if the greed is telling me to stick around in here and ride the sucker down some more. So yeah, watch that sensitive level there. I think I am going to pay myself here. Buy one. Nice. Now I'll let the rest ride. All right, so there's that sensitive level. Like you could see it kick back, and if it does, you want to see it come back into this candle here. If that's just got some legs now, and we've got the dive, i.e. the unicorn trade right there, that's really what we want to see. Huge acceleration there. Beautiful unicorn trade right there. So nice. Let her buck, man. Bring it home. All right, so let's see if we can get through the bottom of, well, there's another one down here at 72. This is good. We'll just watch, see how that closes here now. I like the little guess where I want to go poke. We can come all the way back in here and retest this. 150. So for when you're looking at this, if you're staying on the horse now, where do you want to see, if you want to see this turn around and go back up, where do you want to see it turn? Let it work. I'm off to do some bookkeeping and get him theta. Go get him theta. Thanks, Derek. Take care, buddy. He's probably already gone already. What a drop. 62, 69, 26. Let's see. Roadblocks are clear. We're through that level here again now. I want to see. That's good. Now I want to see this act as support and send it lower. Send it lower. We're through here. So this now becomes a 1 hour go, no go zone. And I want to see if that holds right here now. So we've still got another, how many more minutes of this? 36 more minutes. So if we got really aggressive candle now and it clears this whole zone, then I just want to see a retest. Next hour is retest this and just keep sending it. So like what we did in reverse, right? Where's an area where you could see price reversing or hitting a key level? So here's our discount box. So I'm prepared, if I'm trailing my stop loss here, I'm prepared to see that lower zone. If I haven't paid myself at a box to box run, at least taking a portion of your trade off here, then if you want to still see that hold, I want to see this turn into a no-go zone. I want to see it break through, use that as support, put some cement in the ceiling for you, bang your head off of that and run it lower, right? So you're just using the same kind of thing in reverse. You're using your strategy to get in and manage on the way out, and also to reverse and get back in again if that's your model. So remember, we wanted to see this level add support. I can't draw it out there because it's not, it's something different. It's on one of these guys here somewhere. That's a 6 a.m. or whatever. See how we drop below it right here? Come back, retest it, send it lower. It's freaking awesome. There's our 4 hour. Nice. Trade below it right here. Inside it, send it lower. Now I want to watch this 4 hour price imbalance. Keep taking us lower now. Look for the rejection block on the 4 hour. If you're up that high, that's at 0.41 down here somewhere. We're inside this next box there. What a drop. Let's see it. Roadblocks. It peaked in the middle of the Mark III from the 4th of February. 69.26. Yeah, I was looking for, yeah, it peaked right there, square in the middle. I was looking for that Mark 3 510 would have been the high, or 511 would have been the high of that other Mark 3 candle that you were just pointing out there, Hans. I think it was Hans just said that. Yeah. So that was my upside target when I said 510, which was the hourly, the top of the hourly. And it also has to coincide with right near the top of that rejection block. So look at your 4-hour chart. Hadi, are you still in here? Is Hadi still in here? Look at your 4-hour chart. Hadi, look at the 4-hour chart and tell me what you see right here on a 4-hour chart. Sorry, it's just based on my philosophy. So from what I've showed you guys over and over again, what do you see on a 4-minute chart there? And that's open to any of you guys. And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, Hadi. If you don't see it, it's no big deal. It's test time. I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit of a test here. And then I'll show you on the 4-hour in here. I'll put it on here so you can see it. What do you see here in this chart on a 4-hour chart? Why this we getting so much resistance in here? Four-hour inversion plus the 4-hour order block. So you had this right here, and you see right here. Remember, I talk about this over and over again about a go no go zone. Look at this go no go zone. We trade through it. We come back into the no go zone, and we send it lower. That's model. For this one, it's the extension model. You want to see extension, then you want to see continuation, a retest of the low. That's continuation model on a 4-hour. What I show you on a 1-hour, that's a 4-hour continuation model. Then you see the reversal right here. See, you don't see it all in here until here. Breaks through it, comes back into it, which is also the bull trap. You come back inside the bull trap. The bodies are respecting that candle, and the lows still one tick below here. You would have been safe. Send it higher. Where do we hit? Right into the no-go zone again. Bang, you hit it. Bang, you hit it. One more time to try and drive through it. Clears out these little highs here, and then snap. That's why I was saying 500. You have to break through this last up-close candle right here. You got to break the 500 for me to go bullish. It didn't happen. Plus, there was an overlapping no-go zone right here. That's what we kept banging into. This is why I was surprised this morning that we were having this run up. I was pretty much confident the other day, oh, we're going lower now. But then when I saw it this morning going higher, I thought, crap, if it breaks there, I'm completely on the wrong side of my idea about this no-go zone. So that was the philosophy behind the no-go zone. And it's big and bold and beautiful there on the 4-hour. So you got to keep those in mind when you're looking at what we're doing on a 1-minute chart. They're also appearing on the 4-hour chart. So in terms of running super high, you got to get through that whole zone on a 4-hour. You got to get through right there. There's that. The next confirmation is I want to see that close above the mean threshold of that candle. Then I want to see the body break. That's why 500 was my key level, just so you're aware. That's the philosophy behind the no-go zone. So now what you want to see is we want to see if this imbalance gets traded below and this breaker gets broken on the downside. If this gets broken on a 4-hour chart on the downside, where are we headed? We're headed right back into this guy. And if we take that out, that's the new no-go zone, right? We break through it, come back to it, and look at how much we got to play with. Our next target's down here. Then this target, it's high, it's wick, it's open, it's mean threshold. Those are all potential targets inside this range for us to hunt. Even internal range liquidity at 50% of this range. Even if I take from here and I run up to here and say, well, it's 50%. It's right on that freaking line we had here. I don't even know why that line's there. I think it was because it was the 50%. Oh, no, it's not. Because that's just been made this morning. So I don't even know why that line was there. Why is that line there? Is there because there's a little tiny imbalance right there? I think there is. Yes, yes, yes. It's the top of the imbalance. And it's 50%, puts us right in there. Anyway, that's some of the logic I'm coming at you with. So that's where you see me going for the next little while. Staying on a 4-hour horse, a 1-hour horse, all the way down to the 1-minute horse. If that makes sense to you guys. I'm out. See how we broke that candle right there on the upside on the close? I'm out of that. I've closed my trade off now. What you got to see here is I've got nothing in here that supports this going lower until we break the downside. And watch this little bastard take the downside now. But you see how we haven't closed through this no-go zone yet? We've just ran all the way down into this little box down here, the top. Nope, we haven't hit that yet either. But I've got confirmation now for me. I've got the first one, which is this candle. I broke above it. You came back inside the mean threshold of it, supported it, went higher. Broke the next one. We're coming back inside it. So for me, I'd have to get back through this level here to find support. And we're coming into 10:30 now. And you get that 11 o'clock retrace. So I'll move to the sidelines. And that'll be it for my run for the day. And I'll leave it alone for the rest of the day. But that's my change in direction right there. I'm done. Look at the 5-minute. You got your 5-minute starting to turn here. You got a 1-minute. It's not turning until we break market structure to the upside. But for me, as soon as I see this happening and this happening, I'm done. I'm out. So we'll see what happens from here. Just a morning NFP bull trap is what we saw this morning, D. It was a bull trap, man. But if you stay on the horse, those bull traps, all that stuff, you can still see it. You can see it happening while it's unfolding. So we are now new week opening gap from this week. Oh, that's good to see now. Good to see. Find support. Send it up. Let's see if we can get through here now. Now, what you're looking at is what kind of internal range liquidity can I hunt inside here? Not that there's a clean entry here, because there's not. If you're using these more advanced order blocks down here, then, you know, good on you. But wait for a market structure shift. Because our discount box on the hourly has been hit. We wick through it. That's good. Give us a nice little retracement back up inside that candle there. Let's come back into that 6 a.m. candle. Oops. Sorry. Hadiz candle. Let's do Hadiz. What has Hadiz got? Yes. If we come back to Hadiz 8:30 and then kick off of that and come back down again. Let's see if we get that. Smart move, Hadid. Do you find your success rate increases or decreases after 11 o'clock, Hadi? What about the rest of you guys? What's your success rate after 11 o'clock? Do most of you trade between 11 and 1? Do you trade during the lunch hour run? So there's our bull trap. We want to see if you're bearish still and you want to see this just come back, tag that low, which is right there, which is what it's done already, and then roll over and go lower. You want to see it just start really picking up some steam here. That bull trap, you want to see it hold. There's the mean threshold of it. It's holding price. And now you want to see this start ripping. 11 to 2 can't be good for me anyway. Yeah. If that's not a good one to do, then it's good. Not sure about that, but I really like 9:30 to 11. Yes. I totally agree with you, buddy. Totally agree. That is the lion's share of some serious action for the day. And then afternoons, you can get some nice afternoon runs from 12, 1 o'clock and on. 2 o'clock especially. 2 o'clock's always a nice time. It's the secret tibs I never talked about in my tibs thing, 14. It's number 14. Yeah, add that to your tibs if you guys are into tib stuff. So this is the Crazy Ivan, bottom of the hour, right? 27. Remember the 27 candle? Look at that. How delicious is that? 27. There's 32, 36, 38. Here's Crazy Ivan. Crazy Ivan. Now you want to see if Crazy Ivan sees you and takes that guy out, he's coming for you. If Crazy Ivan doesn't see you, he turns around and comes back down again. That bull trap lines up with Crazy Ivan deciding whether he sees you or not. And then he's coming for you. Crazy Ivan. No try to stay in the AM. No try to stay in the AM session. I would like to be finished by 11. Yes. I think after 11 o'clock, usually typically around 10:30 to 11, you see that reversal happening, at least the 10:30 macro. Into the 11 o'clock, you see a reversal. Like Michael says, you typically see a run on the range or the leg, the price leg that's occurred between 10:30 and the significant run on that. So I expect to see Crazy Ivan starting to run now. See how it's getting on top of that 4-hour price imbalance? It's the 4-hour no-go zone, right? See how we ran through it? And now we're come back through the other side of it. So now we're telling me it's going to run through this bull trap here. I like it when it does it right when I say it. Take out the rejection block. Let's see if that goes higher. You'd like to see us sweep 69.21 lows and around 11 a.m. or so, a little bit after that is when the buyers will step in and start buying this back. 69.21. So we've traded through it right here, traded back into it, went lower, changed direction. There's a small little imbalance right here. We've come back inside it right there. Send it up higher. Here's your bull trap. Here's your first bull candle. You trade through it on the upside, you come back inside it, one tick below the low, you come back inside it, send it up higher. Next bull trap sitting right here. There's the mean threshold. You're closing through the mean threshold. So I'm looking for the go, no go zone. There's the retest. If you want this to go lower, it has to hold here. That bull trap has to hold. If you're looking for 921 down here, that's got to hold. Because if it doesn't, we've got yourself some, I'd like to see that 6 a.m. get used to come lower. But that's got to hold. No go, no zone. Go, no go. Bull trap still holding. Hit the rejection block. That's why you always pay yourself at rejection blocks. Now I want to see if this, we've taken out a little high here, a little high. I'm watching right here, and then I'm looking for this. So if this is just a retest, send it up, take it up here, and then start looking for the next range. Now, I like to look for the range, not just the swing point. I like to look for a BISI in there. For me, that's my true range. So there's 50% right there. So we'll see if we get a reaction off of that, or if we start to run through it. Then your internal range liquidity hunt, 50, 62, so on and so forth. Take profit model 1 on the way up. You're looking for a short around 11 p.m. So here's an interesting one. You guys remember how good Hadi is at those 15-second charts? He looks at those 15-second charts. So right here, we've got this almost equal highs. We got the rejection block. We're watching this little level right here. We're bouncing off the the go, no go zone for the 4 hour. We're through the mean threshold of this candle, and we're inside the bull trap. So you got a bull trap 1 minute, you got to bounce off the 4 hour no go zone, and we're already through. We're not going lower, we're going higher. So we want to see this break to confirm that this is holding. The fact that we've revisited it, I would like to have seen just this tap and then send it up higher. That'd be really aggressive. But now we're just playing silly buggers. We're bouncing around inside the bull trap. Let's get it to 50% here. I see a nice A+ setup. If I see a nice A+ setup. Hadi, just be careful around the 69.21 area for a sharp turn and for bulls to take that ball and run. Just my perspective. 50% of the range is around Hadi's 830. If you're using this higher range, yeah. So now we're equal highs. As soon as that high is broken, move your stop loss to break even. Because it's going to put you right in that 50% box right there. Now you take a portion of your trade off here. And now we're waiting. So you're break even, risk-free trade. You got a chunk off right here. That's your take profit model 1. If it comes back and takes you out right now, right off this level here, then you've got a portion of your trade off there. 50% of your trade is off here. The fact that we've now activated this candle, I want to see no more than its mean threshold get taken. I want to see here, here, and that's it. right there. Stop right on the high of it or the open and send it up. And you've already activated it. You've come back. You've already hit the low or the open of it. It's got to go higher from here. This whole waffling thing after hitting 50%, not what you want to see. If you lose 50%, your ass is next. You'll be glad you paid yourself at 50%. At least you got some pizza money for tonight. And for those of us who want to see this go lower, we take this and you do this. This is your take profit model 6. Take profit model 6. Reverse it. Once we lose this no-go zone, you reverse it, and as soon as you hit 50%, pay yourself. Because if you break through here, you're on the wrong side of it. Pay yourself at 50, 62%, all the way down here. That's the next price leg down. Does that make sense? So that's where you use take profit model 6 for. But again, you have to break through here. Here's your 11 o'clock, or your macro is beginning now. So you got your 50%. We're right keying off of that 6, is that a 6 a.m. candle? A 6 a.m. tag. Come on down here. A little structure shift. Come back inside that. Send that lower. So put my stop up there. I want to see this hold here now. I want to see that hold, and I want to see this give way. If this just comes back and trades through there, I'm on the wrong side of that. I'm on the wrong side of it. Just came back into the consequent encroachment of this and send it up. So now we're going to get back up on top of here on a close. And then I'm looking for this to be the next run higher into that 830 candle. Look for the 830 open. If we get a basic idea of this kind of run, that puts us right above 830. Back into the bull trap here. $27 seconds. It's good. Now come back and use this as support. There's the 830. See, when I was on the wrong side of this, and then I said, if it goes back through here, I'm on the wrong side. I just paid for some new information is all I've done. I don't look at that as a loss. Just look at it as you just paid for some new information. You know what? You're on the wrong side of it if it comes back through you. It did. We paid some information to give us our next run up higher. Now we didn't get an opportunity to get in here to get that money back for what we paid for it here. It's all on how you perceive it in your brain, you guys. All in how you perceive it on your brain. So right now you're on a 5-minute breaker. We're hitting this 5-minute breaker right here. So we want to see if we get through this on a close, look for it to provide support to go higher inside this range. I think Kevin had just said he was looking for some reversal here. Need some speed. Are you looking for a reversal on that, Kevin? Look for this level right there at 2284. What is ES giving us? There's the go, no go zone. We're through that on the upside. Nice little tag of it to send it lower. Back inside this range, 50%. And now we're drilling through it. Now see if we come back and just tag this and send it up higher again. This is that typical run you'll see on the between 1030 and 11. That run on the liquidity that occurred between 10 and 1030. So a sizable return. You could get all the way back up in here again. There's 69.81. 69.76. A little no-go zone at 69.72. I want to see if we can get through here now. There's the retest. Send it up now. There's the 830. Lambo's looking for a unicorn here as well. So just remember, you may be just seeing a return in here until 11 o'clock and then the continuation on the downside. So this typical kind of Crazy Ivan starts at 27 to 38. If he sees you, he's taking you out. So this is the 45, 50, 52. Here's your 50. Those tibs are beautiful today. Right on the money. Right on the money, 27. That's when you feel good about getting out of your trade then. As soon as that known in that one, the first little turns you start to see. Now this is where I don't do so well after 11 o'clock. You start getting near 12 o'clock, walk away from the charts. Don't give back your profits. Like Hadi says, wait for your A+ setup, man. Wait till you see something just sweet and laying itself down before you and saying, take it. Yeah, hit right off that discount box there, hey? Smash right through it. The curiosity piece, though, is I'm trying to find the exact data point it's bouncing off of. Like, there's no mean threshold here. There's nothing, no consequent encroachment here, no low there. I'm curious as to why it hit right there and stopped. It wasn't a random price. I just haven't found it. Can any of you guys find out where that 59, why 59 was the turn point? I don't see anything in here that supports that's an hourly 15 minute. Is there a 15 minute down there? Just shy of that. Oh, right here. Let's see if this is it. No, it was above here, right here. Let's see if this is the one. Nope. That one's inside there, so it's not that one. Not a 15 minute. Let's see if a 5 minute puts us right there. It's right in the bottom of the daily, the new day opening gap, the new week opening gap. It puts us right on the bottom of the daily there. I don't see anything in here. We're back into this guy here. Is the downside one. No, I don't see it. I don't know what it's bouncing off of specifically. If you're looking at that as a precise data point, you can see it hit the bottom of the new day opening gap, but break up right back inside that breaker. Oops. Right back inside the breaker. It's right inside that rejection block of the hourly on ES for sure. Change in direction. See how we traded right back inside it? That's beautiful right there on a 5 minute. So your reversal, you see it on a 1 minute. This little market structure break, first little up close candle right here. You break it on the upside, you use it as support to go higher. Goes higher, so there's your first change in direction, or first, it's more of an advanced way of looking at it unless you're looking at this little imbalance right here. And we trade right back to it right there. Tag it, go higher, or wait for the first little bull trap there. And notice how it's not a breaker for a bull trap. This would be a breaker. This one's not, unless you look at itself as a low. Anyway, doesn't matter. So when I say bull trap, it's not always a breaker. It could be a mitigation block. It's just that first bull candle. So you got your change in direction on a 5 minute. Then you say, where's it on a 15-minute chart? So every one of those lows that, or new lows you see, and you see a change in direction, confirmation, like the same thing we did up here, we're looking for the same thing down here to change direction on us. Time and price tells us it should be around 10:30 at 11 o'clock. We should start to see a turn. So you're anticipating time and price like we did this morning with the 9:10 turn at a key level. At 10:30 at 11 o'clock, we're looking for the macro to give us the reversal. So here's the 20, right at 50. There's your 50 inside a fair value gap. Run your internal range of liquidity. Back to the consolidation. Remember, we're talking about CAM model entries. So that's your CAM model 1 entry for a short. You want to see that keep coming lower now. So as soon as that breaks, ideally if it breaks that low, you want to move to break even, but I'd want to just test that now, make sure that that stays there. Just move your stop loss to break even and just see if it runs. Because you got a new BISI, close below that, come back in, find support at that. So you're sitting right at break even on your trade, just to see if this one is actually reversing. So on a 1 minute chart, you'll see the reverse happening here. We've traded through it. You want to come back into it and now start coming lower. And what I'm doing is I'm trading internal range liquidity hunt here. So you're looking for this discount BISI or SIBI here. If you're just doing a box to box trade, you want to see this hold. If it trades back through it on a close, CAM model 1, just shy of it here. So CAM model 1, you look for a short there. You don't want to see it break 50% of that on a close. Otherwise, we're still going higher. Thank you for today, Darren. See you all tomorrow. See you later, Hans. Take care, buddy. Still think we trade out 661 lows on ES. Off YouTube. We'll be in Telegram. Roger. See you there. I'll be here for another few more minutes, and then I'll head out as well. Holy smokes. Look at gold. I'm on a 5-minute chart. I saw this big. Why is that gold? Micro gold. It doesn't look half as bad on this one as it does on this one. 9 a.m. That's probably because I'm stretched out more in that one. What a huge smash down at 8:30. Silver. There's our downside objective hit. Silver. So trade through it, trade back to it, run to our discount box. That's the no-go zone right there. Beautiful little tag and run to our no-go zone. Quick liquidity run, take your money, low-hanging fruit, move to the side. I thought I had a British pound. No high broken. Still inside the zone right here. It's about there. There's the retest, the dollar index. Now send it higher. That should put more pressure on the downward pressure on the foreign currencies. It's a nice little retest of that bull flag or bull trap right there, the last bull candle. Send it higher. Watch for this mean threshold to get taken here now. 75% of that wick and then higher. So break this wick up into quarters. It's long. Gotta go, D. Thanks for everything. See you tomorrow. See you later, Abs. Take care, buddy. See how that mean threshold of that last up close candle here? And this big bull trap we talked about? Look at them there, kind of overlapping. Their mean thresholds overlapping. Bing. Nice. See it break through this? It does. Right there on a close. Comes back into it. Sends it higher. Takes the high. Your rejection block. Highs taken. Move to break even. Looking for this target here. That's my upside target right now for ES. That puts us back into 50% of this range. Back to the... See these ones here? The mean threshold, it does not even get hit. This held off there, hitting that key data point. So whenever you look at your SMT divergences, I look at these data points as well, not just whether or not they took a high. And you look at ES. ES did a big dip down into its mean threshold there. And NQ did not. And yet they both made lower lows. Right? That's using your SMT just a little more refined now. Now I want to see if this, we've got a close above here, tag it, go. So that 830 sitting right on top of that first little bull trap right there, or second one. We traded above that one, came back into this one, went higher. Trade it. Look for the next level. We're here now, and this high. We're above that. Give it a little kiss. Send it up. Oh, we're getting close to the end of my run for the day. Oh. Anybody been doing any research on any companies or anything like that? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 so far. I'm looking at or have to research. Gotta go. So tired of waiting. I love the clarity of these moves today. May it continue for all of us. Yes, I hope you continue to hit success, you guys. I really do. Have a great day, Derek. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. See you later, Hadit. Good to see you, man. It's good lessons today. There's some good learning in there today for you. Can you look at TE before I go? Yeah, sure. No worries. TE. TE. Let's create a new one. We'll call this one TE. TE. This one. Oh, and dollar sign. And dollar sign. And dollar sign. It doesn't have a dollar sign one. That's the one? Okay. Right here, first one. You got a nice little suspension block right there. No retest of the suspension block. Your go, no go zones right here. Your next target is here. Right there. So no entry here. Unfortunately, you got nothing here. You're looking for a retest of this level to go lower, and you didn't get it. You've got a change in direction here, even though you haven't really got any lows swept, so it's a false turn. We finally cleared that level out. We're looking for this discount box down here. There's a small little discount box right there. It's just what I'm outlining. So you want to see that hold price and send it higher. If not, if it trades through it, it becomes the new no-go zone. Test that, and then you're aiming for this next level and see how it's running straight through to it. There's no clean entry here on the daily. So if we go down to a 4-hour chart, and then you look for your opportunities on these 4-hour charts. So right here, 4 hours. So you see how we drop below it here. So this is all open, fair game for a run lower now, right there. All of this is fair game, right back up to the top of it. That's the perfect place to catch a short, because you say to yourself, I'm going to put my stop loss up here. I'm going to catch this for a short, and you would have been in a massive run down there. Because if it closes above it, and you say, if it comes back and tags it, I can get out of my trade. That's the optimum place to be for a short. Because if it fails, you can hopefully get, before it takes out your stop loss, you can hopefully get your trade off again, get back in sync with the market. So that's the 4-hour continuation. See, it came down all the way down into our discount box. So that would have been a box to box trade, all in a matter of 4 hours. You were literally nailed it there, or over a 12-hour period if you were to caught that high. But even if you scaled in 1, 2, 3, stop loss sits here, boom, 12 hours later, or the next day, you're right into your discount box. You hit it, pay yourself. You get a retracement back into 50% of the range, off the breaker. No, mitigation block here, because that does not take out that high. You mitigate off of here. You go lower, takes out our discount box right here. Now that becomes our go, no-go zone for hunting for this level. We've already hit that level now. We've hit the consequent encroachment of that level. So you got to go into the lower time frames now and see if we could have seen this retest here. I want to see if we can find something here one more time before, in the next short little while after a break through that. So go down to the hourly here. Nope. See how close we were? See how close below it? Not quite hit it there. So we'll look for something on a lower time frame for that. Lows taken, trade back into those lows. So we want to see this consequent encroachment get hit now, roll over and come back down and take this low out. So there's the consequent encroachment of the next SIBI below us. Bounce off the no-go zone, and we're going lower. So that's the bounce. I'd like to have seen it come back and just tag those lows to roll over, but the no-go zone, that's a clean entry. You're looking for a run below this low here now. If you get below there, this becomes the new no-go zone, and you get targeting your next hourly level, which is down here. Well, it's the edge of this one. So if I take this and I extend it to there, that'll cover the 4-hour and that 1 hour. And then below that's one more little jobby down here. So I'm still looking, if you're looking for a deal coming up here for this energy stock, Lucas, this could be a nice little September swing, man. We could catch yourself a nice $3 trade, $4 trade off of this. If you can get back into something like down here, this would be nice. And then what we look for, Lucas, is any opportunity, like I showed, like I demonstrated today. Higher time frame, we're looking for a hit here and then a lower time frame to confirm that that's our swing point. It's no different than this one. We're looking for a confirmation that this is our swing point. So we want to see a bull trap get broken, or see a nice little reversal, get into that internal range liquidity extension. Just use all your models to work your way back up. and pay yourself on the way up. Because this is the kind of stock where 69 cents is a 10% return on your money. So you get down to $4 zone here, and we see a nice little daily reversal here. That could be a nice March, April reversal for this stock to go higher. So we're going to keep an eye on this one, Lucas. Good one. That puts us right here on the daily. So I'm going to put this down as a daily down here. See that? Look at this beautiful little run up. It comes back. Look at that perfect tag to go higher. You could have bought that stock with zero drawdown at 432 and taken it higher. Even if you said, I'm going to take it off this candle here or that candle there, it's mean threshold, I'm going to take that. And I'm going to go along at 444. You would have been in, and then 2 days later, you're in profit. And then a couple of months later, you're up double. $8 is double your profit. I don't know if this pays a dividend or not. Does it pay dividend, Lucas? It's always in stock. The algorithm, anytime you see one driving in a market that is trading in NASDAQ, whatever, it's driven by, you cannot have an algorithm running the New York Stock Exchange without running the stocks that are inside it. You can't. It can't be registered inside the algorithm without the algorithm running it. That's my thoughts anyway. So Lucas, I'm looking for any nice little daily reversal, and this would be a sweet place to give us that. And put that as a daily template. Pretty blue. That's the daily, downward daily, March, April reversal we're looking for that energy company. That would be a nice little 30. If you could get that for 40 cents, every 40 cents, you make 10% on your money. And if it paid a dividend as well, which I'm not sure if it does, but if it pays a dividend as well, then that would be a nice one to look at. Anybody else got anything else you want me to look at? Ticker is ALB. Let's add another one. ALB. Alberta. The Alberta one. ALB. This one right here, or this one? Which one? First one? Nice. Their stocks are going to run up today, Derek. The first one. Okay. Oh, sweet. This is another nice little change in direction right now. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just looking at this. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. All I'm saying is, if this is the range, we're already through the bottom of this range, right? So typically you'd want to see a return to this candle. We got a range extension. Now I want to see a continuation. I want to see a return to that candle's low, this candle, its mean threshold, and we ran through it. You go, that's not good. Then the potential is to run into the no-go zone, because this is the new no-go zone. The fact that you've got wicks working through that, I don't want to see a body close above here now. Oops, let me put that back. All right, I don't want to see a body trade above this. If it does, target this area above you here. Look at 50% of this range. So right now we are inside here. We've hit 50%. Nice little snap off of that. Let's see us get back through this level and take out this next level right here. Okay, so that's the next level you want to see get broken to the downside. So this no-go zone has to hold, and this we want to see get broken here. Otherwise, we're still inside this range for now, and I can't decide because you've already hit 50%. I can't decide if we're going higher until we break here on a close. So today is an important day to find out where we close. That little wick there, run up above here, get back into that little gap, and almost close that gap in. I'd wait for us to make a decision to get out of here. So you got to get through the discount and the premium outer data points would be right here for me. Right there. The outer limits. Please stand by. Is it OTT? No. OUTT. Outer limits. So I'd wait for it to break out of here. I want to see us get back through here. So I'd like to see 50% of that range and then see institutional order flow entry drill reversal. So as it's coming back up in here, keep your fib tool pulled on that. Who asked me for this one? Vitaly? Vitaly. So what you're looking for here, buddy, or what I'm looking for here is reverse our thing back in here again. You're looking for any sign on a 4-hour and a 1-hour chart that's our peak, that we've just hit 50%, right? So on a daily chart, we're looking for anything that shows us that we have a change in structure. So if I go down now into a 1-hour chart or a 4-hour chart, I don't see anything that shows me a 4-hour reversal. Do I have a 1-hour reversal? I have nothing that shows me a 1-hour reversal. Do I have a 15-minute reversal? I have no 15-minute. A 5-minute reversal. I have no 5-minute reversal. So on a daily chart, I have no indication that we're turning here all the way down to a 5-minute chart. If anything, that's still going higher. So I wouldn't touch it because you already hit the 50% mark. So in terms of your internal range of liquidity hunt, don't have anything here. So I'd wait on that one. That's my 5-cent analysis on that. And it's 188 bucks. A lot of money to put in on a stock that you expect to go $19 just to make 10% on it, which obviously it can do. I like these little ones, these $5 to $10 ones. You can catch some dandy little 10% returns. But that's what I got you for you. That one there, Vitaly, you're welcome. And Derek's Bank was probably made a huge run today. Right into the half this wick. It's a key level, so that's why I'm looking at its wick. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 levels inside that candle I'll look for. Not this stuff, but the bull trap. and you got right in the middle of it here. We have a change of direction, little structure shift here, come back, give it a little kiss right there, send it lower, wait for this to get broken on the downside, and see if we get a continuation now. And that price leg has run itself out. Unless we're into lunch hour now. We get to run back in here sideways and then finally finish that off into this candle's mean threshold. So that one you can consider done or mostly done. You're inside this larger range here right now, and there's a tiny little imbalance right there. See it? Don't ignore it. Can you look at, oh yeah, that's Derek's. Anybody else want me to look at anything else before I leave? Nothing? You're very welcome, Lucas. That stuff you were exploring before, Lucas, did you, when I got to chat with you in Vancouver, Lucas was my first official subscriber I got to meet. So Lucas, it was the stuff you were working on when we met over a year ago, I guess it is now. Did you manage to get anywhere with that? Is it something that's become reliable for you? Is it a solid method? Because I know you were exploring lots of different options. Mark, Bitcoin and XRP. Bitcoin. What time frame would you want me to do Bitcoin on, Mark? What time frame would you like Bitcoin on? And XRP, I'll put that over here, XRP. Daily? Okay. Lord. Here's where we are. Okay, so we're already digging into our discount. We've already wicked through that. So to target this, I'd like to see us get through here, and this becomes the no-go zone for continuation into here. I know a lot of people love Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm looking for if we start retesting this here. Otherwise, Mark, again, bull traps up here. We're not even retesting that. We're just rolling over right now. Immediate bound. Yeah, okay. Retest. I could see that. You're losing the mean threshold. We haven't, this doesn't, you can't say mean threshold because this to me is not an active candle. It hasn't been activated. It's an active, but it's not activated for me. So I can't use this candle. I have to use, and this one's not active yet either. This is the only active candle. And these two are the only active candles for me right now. And this is the one that's the important one. So we've traded below it. We've traded back into it. Now we're going lower. So of those cluster of candles, that's the only two that I see active that you can trade off of. So looking for this level here. And you want to see if we can get through that thing, mark on the downside and start targeting lower here. I'm not even remotely interested in anything here until you can get back above these candles. You can start activating more candles in here, especially this one. Then I'd be more apt to start running inside this range. Otherwise, targeting that area there. And XRP. XRP. Which one? The futures? I'm going to go with the futures. I'm assuming that's what you want. Let's extend this out so you can see it. Oh, $2. I like that one. Like a nice cheap stock. Can you say delicious little trade? Like, look at this sucker right there. Dinner's in the oven. Okay, some highs run out here. This is all trade below, trade back in, send it lower, close below, open on, send it lower. Ooh, these guys are new. They're making their all-time lows. So this is obviously a new company. This I don't know what XRP is. What is XRP? In which one? Your friend has been short since 123. Oh, that's Bitcoin? For months? Oh, 123,000. He's been short since up here. Oh man, he's cleaning up. He is cleaning up. Shitballs, 123. So he's doubled his money already. And if he's actually taking a short, as an options short on this, fuck, he is cleaning up, man. A new millionaire. It depends on how much he's leveraged on that, but holy crap. Where would I move my stop loss if I was him? Into guaranteed funds right here. So from 123, I'd be sitting sucker right there and using your take profit model 5. That's your premium. Your discounts down here, not even down here, it would be right here. So bull trap, if you're using model 3, then I'd be sitting right here and waiting at 79,000. But shitballs, that's really good. Your friend's cleaning up. Cleaning up, Marcus. Get to know him. Get him to take you out for coffee. He can afford it. XRP. Anyway, that's Bitcoin. Yeah, he's still in a nice little winning trade there. Yeah, the time cycle stuff completely works. Pretty much IPTA that Michael talks about, been using it to frame reversals, but it is more of a tool than a model. My friend is short. Michael talks about 20, 40, 60-day lookbacks. Can use it on a micro scale from anywhere from 10 a.m. to 10 to 30 minute cycles. Microcycles focus on Asia, New York. So I combine with that previous IPTA data Michael has shown. Cool. If you're using data, if it's working, man, roll with it. Keep working with it. He's giving you enough principles to use, and any different setup combination you like. It's good. If it works consistently and you can develop a philosophy around it, Lucas, keep running with it, man. Good for you. You posted it in the chat. Awesome. Anybody else got anything else you want me to look at? Okay, well, that'll be it for me then. I hope you guys have had some fun. I hope you got to learn something this morning. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you guys. And as usual, sending the love, my friends. Take care out there and be kind to each other. It's not all about money, man. It's about people. It's about the people and relationships in your lives. It's about recognizing the important things, and it's not money. If you can't find happiness without money, you'll never find it with it. Somebody said that. I thought that was a really good quote. So find happiness in the simple things, the simple pleasures in life. And when the money comes, it'll just help you to enhance it. That's all. Take care of each other out there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for your input. Appreciate all your work today. Thanks for your patience, you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you later.